New Zealand has signed up to US President Joe Biden's Indo-Pacific Trade Pact overnight. So what can we expect from this deal and what does it signify? Otago University International Relations expert Robert Patman joins us now with more. Good morning, Professor. Thanks for being with us.
Morning, Melissa.
What does this mean? I understand at the moment it's just a framework for more discussions.
Yes, I think New Zealand has indicated it's quite happy to be part of these discussions. And it's always, in terms of credibility and also mindful that the Prime Minister's got a very important trade trip to the United States imminently. So I think it's a deft diplomatic move to be there at the beginning. The details have yet to be worked out.
I've seen criticism of it reported in the US that basically for those countries that do sign up, it doesn't necessarily provide them with any better access to the US or lower tariffs. It kind of doesn't measure up as an alternative to the Trans-Pacific Partnership. So it's not some miracle trade deal right now, is it?
No, I think the major focus is on improving trade logistics and supply chains, which have become a big worry after COVID-19, and also the global implications of the Ukraine conflict with its impact on commodities and also things like wheat, etc. So I think it's anticipating some turbulent trade winds, and it's an attempt by the Americans, of course, to reassert themselves into the Indo-Pacific in economic terms, because the Americans declined to join the comprehensive and progressive Trans-Pacific Partnership.
We're just looking at President Biden, who was speaking there, and he was saying that he was asked about the US reaction if China was to invade Taiwan. And he said, would you intervene militarily? And he has said yes. Is this a major foreign policy shift?
I'm not sure it's a major shift, but I think it's a ramping up of America's statement that the Indo-Pacific is crucial to its security and its well-being. And the Americans, for over several administrations, have been trying to focus more on the Indo-Pacific. They've got distracted by various things. But this administration seems to be indicating with that sort of statement that it sees the Indo-Pacific, and particularly Chinese challenge in the Indo-Pacific. We're talking here, Melissa, about a part of the world where 60% of the population is located, and which is now the engine of the global economy. It sees China's growing role there and assertiveness as a major challenge. And I think that language about defending Taiwan if attacked, it's making very explicit what has previously been regarded as implicit. So it is definitely, if you like, a reinvigoration of the American determination to be fully involved in the Indo-Pacific.
What do you think the difference is in terms of stance, in that the US is here willing to say that they'll get involved militarily if China was to invade Taiwan, but hasn't gone so far, although they've been providing resources, hasn't gone so far as to do that for Ukraine?
Well, I think Ukraine has changed a lot of things. And I think one lesson, first of all, Mr. Biden took a lot of heat when he just said that Mr. Putin shouldn't stay in power because critics said that was an interference in Russia's internal affairs. But Mr. Biden's people pointed out, well, if you invade another country like the Putin regime did, then that's the sort of thing you have to deal with. And I think the Americans have decided to indicate to China that democracies are not always going to tiptoe around authoritarian regimes. And I think that this is, having taken a tougher line with Russia after its invasion of Ukraine, it's now indicating to China that democracies are not going to be too defensive in defending their key interests in the Indo-Pacific.
Otago University International Relations expert Robert Patman, we appreciate your time. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.